Matthew, happy drag, and what were your thoughts on his last start win?
It was a nice win. He came out fresh and got the job done.
Was the race run to suit? Did you feel like once they got going in the second half of the race, that helped him to settle?
Well, definitely. Once Karras decided to take off, the pace got injected and he dropped a bit nicely and he found his momentum well.
John said in the past that he's not an easy horse to ride. Would you agree?
He can just travel quite well, and so I think that's why when Karras took off, he just found it more comfortable with the pace.
So what are your thoughts heading into Wednesday night with him?
Hopefully there'll be another injection of pace and we'll get a nice run.
Zach, happy time? He was getting to the line strongly last time out?
Yeah, the barrier just beat him, I think. If he had drawn a nice gate that night, he would have been in a handier position and it might have been the difference.
Well, you get that good barrier on Wednesday night, gate 4.
Yeah, now we've got to get him out of the gates. He's very hit and miss at the start, but if we can get him out and take advantage of it, it's going to be a help.
You've ridden him in some work since then. How's he been?
He's coming along nicely.
Joe, Le Terroir, that was the first time that you've ridden him last time out. Were you impressed by the way that he won?
I was. I was expecting him to win as he was doing so well in his track work, but I didn't expect him to win so well. Unfortunately, for winning that well, he was quite heavily punished by the handicap, but it is what it is, and hopefully he can overcome that and do it again.
You've ridden him in his track work since then. Do you think he's good enough to overcome the extra weight that he's got to carry?
I believe so. He's such a big, strong horse. He's only 4. He's definitely been on developed process, and based on the way how he won last time, I'm definitely going to the race with as much confidence as I can have.
You've recently won on Smart Leader and Monkey Jewelry, who both line up here, but given the way Le Terroir won last time out, would have been hard to jump off him.
Yeah, look, obviously it is a strong field, but as I said, the way how my bloke won last start, it's very hard to let it go and not ride him again, you know. But obviously, as I said, it is a strong race. I gotta be very mindful as some of the strong horse in the race is actually jumping from good gates as well. But as I said, I'm going to the race with as much confidence that I could have.
I just think, 1200 on the dirt was testing for him first time out. He comes back to the grass where he's already had a run. He's had another trial since. I think he'd probably be a better place this time.
You refer to that trial, he won by 14.5 lengths. In the past, you've said those trials can be deceptive. How should we be reading it?
Well, we did see Voyage Warrior win the trial by 10 and he come out and got whopped as well. So, like I said, those trials sometimes can be deceptive, and they both trialled on the same morning. So, there's a very heavy leader's bias and they're both similar horses that like to roll along. So, the margin was extremely flattering, especially when you look at the depth of the horses he was up against in that trial. But if you go on what he did, I thought he went through his work nicely, and I think he's come on from his first up run.
Is he a better horse on the turf too?
I think he can handle the dirt. I just think it needs to be at the right stage of his preparation.